And today on Most Buffalo, ready to rock the boat, Buffalo. Coming up, yacht rock, drinks, and a night of fun on the Buffalo waterfront. We'll explain that in just a second. Plus, wings competition and 25 years of Buffalo pride coming up. The biggest wing festival in the city is back, and this year there's a new twist. Of course, we'll explain that, and a piece of Vietnam history is coming to Western New York. Coming up, how the moving wall is helping families honor loved ones, and so much more. Most Buffalo starts right now. Hi, everyone, and welcome to Most Buffalo. I'm Courtney Courtwright. We have a lot to get to today, but we are starting at Buffalo River Fest Park, and this is why. If you're looking for some summer fun while supporting a great cause, perhaps look no further than Party at the Pier. It kicks off this Thursday, and there will be plenty to do. Of course, with a name like that, Party at the Pier, of course, including live music, food and drinks, and just so much more. And while you are enjoying all of this fun, you will support our neighbors in need. Joining us now is Catherine Schick. She is from Feedmore, Western New York. Catherine, of course, thank you so much for joining us for Most Buffalo.
Thank you for having me.
We have talked about a lot so far lately, right?
We have.
It's a good thing.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. So what is Party at the Pier? Let's talk about that.
We were just so excited.
I know we are.
Party at the Pier is a really great event. It's a really wonderful opportunity to soak up those last little bits of summer and, as you said, support a good cause. It's going to be this Thursday from 5 to 8 p.m., August 20th at Buffalo River Fest Park. It is supporting Feedmore, Western New York. All of the proceeds benefit our programs and services that fight hunger in our community, and it's going to, as you said, have so much in store. Live music by Too Yacht to Handle, a premier yacht rock band in Western New York. A range of amazing fresh summer flavorful bites from Fresh Catch Poke Company, Tops Friendly Markets, and other vendors. We're going to have an open bar, tasting and pours from Hartman's Distilling Company, Southern Tier Brewing Company, and so much more. And again, all in support of Feedmore Western New York's programs and services. Yeah,
and we've been talking about it a little bit. I just mentioned it, how many programs that we have available to us to be able to support our neighbors in need.
Yeah.
So this is just another one. What makes this event different from some of the other events that Feedmore holds?
Well, we really are hoping for this event. It's a really great opportunity for us to get awareness out that the need is 365 days a year. A lot of people tend to not think of giving to support their neighbors fighting hunger during the summer months, right? Giving is not top of mind, but unfortunately the need is. So this summer fundraiser really is strategic to ensure that we get that critical funding in to support our range of programs and services that feed older adults, children, veterans, people with disabilities, working families, people of all ages who may be struggling with hunger.
And truly, right in our backyards, our neighbors, our community that we can help out. How long is the event? Give us the times for people just tuning in, and also, is there admission to get in? Do you have to pay a price for it?
You do. It's $75 per person, but again, that's covering your food, your drinks, again, the open bar, access to all of the games. We have a robust basket auction, we have a wine pull, a ring toss, a lot of really great entertainment, and plus, of course, that live music from Too Yacht to Handle. You can purchase your tickets online at feedmorewny.org, and again, it's 5 to 8 p.m. this Thursday, and we really hope that you turn out. The weather's supposed to be beautiful, and all we need is you there.
Yeah, and you know, has this grown over the years? How has this grown over the years, if so?
It really, it really does continue to grow and evolve. We're really grateful for Tops Friendly Markets to continue to be our presenting sponsor of the event. They've been putting a lot of backing into it and making sure it continues to grow. And what is so great about it is it's just a nice chance for people to come out and support a good cause, but really have an amazing time. Enjoy that scenic view of the Buffalo waterfront at Buffalo River Fest Park. It's a really great laid-back atmosphere, and to know that you're supporting your fellow neighbors while enjoying yourself is a win-win.
And let's just say people can't go to the event. How can they still get involved? How can people watching still get involved, whether they attend or they don't?
Yeah, so you can always go to our website, feedmorewny.org. You can make a donation. You can sign up to volunteer. We always need more volunteers. And again, that link to sign up is right on our website, feedmorewny.org.
And Catherine, we have about 30 seconds left. Do you think there's anything that I missed that you want to add?
Well, we're just so grateful for the continued support of Western New York, but if you're listening to this and you find yourself in need of food assistance, our website is also a great resource to go to. So call us 716-822-2002 or visit that website, feedmorewny.org, and we can pair you with a program that's going to suit your needs.
All right, Catherine is with Feedmore, Western New York. Thank you so much for coming into Most Buffalo today.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll cross our fingers for good weather.
Yes.
I'll put a good word in with the meteorologist.
Please do.
All right, thanks, Catherine. An effort over the weekend to help children start the school year off right, helping children just get off on the right foot, right? Volunteers were sorting through donations for our annual To Pack a Backpack drive. It happened at the Boys and Girls Club over on Babcock Street in Buffalo. Since 2004, To Pack a Backpack has given more than 30,000 backpacks to kids filled with school supplies to local kids here.
We're just so happy to be able to not only distribute backpacks to the kids that are in each of our 5 clubhouses at the Boys and Girls Club, but any community member or anybody who really needs a backpack is able to get one.
And just take a look at all of these supplies. These supplies donated, and they were also given out to students today. There's much more to come on Most Buffalo. Coming up, how hot can you handle it? Thousands of wings, serious, friendly, we should add, competition, and a very Buffalo celebration. That is coming up next. I don't know, I think this is safe to say. Well, if there's one thing Buffalo knows, it is chicken wings. And one of the city's biggest wing celebrations, believe it or not, right around the corner. The National Buffalo Chicken Wing Festival is back at Salem Field at the end of this month. And this year marks a big milestone. Get this, 25 years of wings competition and just the community coming together. Joining us now is Drew Surza, who is the festival's founder and also known as the Wing King, right? Right, Drew?
I guess, yeah.
I guess so.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for being here on Most Buffalo.
Pleasure.
How's the time already that we are already talking about this, right?
You know, I don't know what's crazier, that it's already been a year since last one or 25 years since we started, but we started 25 years ago down at Salem Field, right where we're going now. And it's amazing how not just the Wing Fes has evolved, but chicken wings in general, the industry, how much more popular they've become.
Yeah, and how do you prepare for an event like this? I mean, you've been doing it for what, 25 years now, so.
You know, there's no easy way except just being organized and hard work and having a plan and executing the plan, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, and just making it an event that Buffalo has a lot of civic pride for.
Yeah.
We love our chicken wings. When people come downtown for the Wing Fest, they see the best wings from all over the country. You can't get them here in Buffalo. They're all different varieties based on the regional flavors. So it's not like going to a local tavern. It's out of town places, all in one location, over 100 different styles of wings. Great fun flavor contest, crazy contest. Joey Chestnut's going to be in town for the Great Chicken Wing Eating Championship. So there's always something going on. Live music, you name it, we got it.
A little bit of something for everybody. And you know, we talk about the wings. I know that's a really big, important thing, but also the community that you're connecting. You have thousands and thousands of people in one spot.
We do, and we have people that come in from all over the country, all over the world. Yeah. And we raise money for charity too. You just had Kat on from Feedmore. They're one of our biggest recipients, Feedmore, Western New York, the Alzheimer's Association, Hope Rises, so many veteran organizations, over $550,000 we've raised in 25 years. So over 1.2 million, over 5 million wings, 1.2 million people, but $550,000 for local charities, I think, is the big number.
Yeah, since 2002, correct?
Yeah, since 2002.
Yeah. It's a big number. So why is it so important to keep giving back and keep with that tradition?
And that's Buffalo, is connecting the dots with the community. You know, Feedmore brings volunteers out, so does the Alzheimer's Association. We've got restaurants, we've got judges. We actually have these restaurants competing in a national sauce-off, and they try to win trophies and prizes to go back to their hometown, say, hey, we went to the Mecca, went to Buffalo, New York, and we won. So this has become a big national news story for a lot of outlets. Buffalo wings, as they're called outside the area, it's an iconic food. It's synonymous with football, and wings have grown. And we've taken ownership with the Wing Fest, that they were invented here in Buffalo, New York, and we do have the biggest and the best.
Yeah, you know, it's so funny. I was just going to say, this is just an event that is totally Buffalo, totally Western New York. You can't get much more Western
It's
New York
most Buffalo. Yeah, it's most Buffalo. And this year we're bringing in some special wings from Purdue, big juicy wings. We've got some great sponsors: Empower Federal Credit Union, Tops Markets comes out with their big spin wheel. We're going to have boneless wings. We're going to call them Saucy Nugs for the first time ever, because people have been asking for them. And that's going to be from Sprinter Mountain Farms. And we've also got Ely DePaulo's coming with a buffalo wing mac and cheese with Treasure Cave Crumbly Blue sprinkled on top. So we have some new things going on as well.
Food lovers rejoice.
Oh yeah,
That's for
exactly,
sure.
exactly.
And just another time for our viewers who are just tuning in, we are back at Salem Field.
Salem Field. So the festival is in 2 weeks, August 29th and 30th. It's the weekend before Labor Day weekend for the first time ever. Gates open at noon, 11 o'clock both days, 8 o'clock on Saturday until 6 o'clock on Sunday. 5 o'clock on Sunday is a big U.S. Winning championship with Joey Chestnut and all the competitive eaters. But, you know, we've got a baby wing contest, bobbing for wings in a kiddie pool full of blue cheese. There's action going on all weekend long, live music, Cammie Clooney. So there's just something for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. And we have about 30 seconds left. Is there anything, Drew, that you think I missed that you want to add?
No, I want to thank Western New York for all the support they've given over the 25 years. I think it's helped Buffalo take ownership of the chicken wing nationally. And all the local wing joints, they do it well. And we are very proud of our food culture here in Buffalo, but without a doubt, wings are our #1 food.
And now that everybody's hungry for chicken wings, Drew, thank you so much for joining us for Most Buffalo. We'll probably see you out there too.
Oh yeah, sounds good.
All right, now if you've been to the fair or any local carnivals this summer, you know one of the best parts is all of the games. And what's better than I got it, but you may not know how that game came to be. As 2 of your sides, Pete Gallivan reports in this unknown story of Western New York. Well, it all started here.
Toss in ball number 1. Go ahead, get one in there.
It wouldn't be a carnival, a lawn fete, or a fair without it.
Number 5.
I got it as a very popular game. A lot of people love to play it, and a lot of organizations would like us to play there.
What you may not realize, though, is the popular game, which sees contestants lobbing these little red balls into a bin, hoping to line them up across this grid, is actually the brainchild of a Western New Yorker who is facing a dilemma.
Back in the 50s, Mr. Boxall and my great uncle Jack had indoor bingo and traveling bingo units. And in 52, they outlawed bingo. You had to be a nonprofit organization.
In fact, the legal wrangling was mentioned in this 1952 letter from home to a soldier at Camp Eustis, Virginia. It reads in part, "I hear you're going to try to get leave for the Hamburg Fair." Well, let me tell you, Mr. Boxall is having his little troubles. They didn't let him run bingo. Well, it was actually a back-and-forth court battle over the legality of bingo in New York State through much of the 1950s that led to a bingo ban in several areas, including much of Western New York. But as they say, necessity is the mother of invention.
Late 59, I think they built the first set of machines. And it just took off after that.
And then some. I got it as a must visit for so many people at places like the Erie County Fair, but it isn't only popular among the contestants. No, the churches, the fire halls, the schools, a wide variety of nonprofits count on the games for their bottom line.
The fire departments and churches and the county fairs, they all make a lot of money off us because we generate a good amount of money. Because it's a great game, and we raise a lot of money for a lot of different, organizations.
Another Western New York invention that over 70 years later still makes these summertime staples a blast.
And that was our Pete Gallivan reporting. Next on Most Buffalo, because we have much more to come. Behind every name is a story. Coming up, this Moving Walls journey and how it's bringing together the community, and we're also honoring those who have served. For more than 40 years, this moving wall has been traveling across the country, bringing the Vietnam Veterans Memorial to people who may have never had the chance to visit Washington, D.C. or see it themselves. The half-size replica features more than 58,000 names of those who died during the Vietnam War, giving veterans, families, and friends the chance to find a name, touch it, and honor a loved one. That's really powerful. Joining us now in the studio to talk more about the moving wall and the impact it continues to have is Mary Brennan Taylor and Ellen Martin, the co-curators of I Was There, Unknown Stories of Vietnam exhibit over at the Keenan Center. Thank you ladies so much for being here for Most Buffalo.
Thank you.
So Mary, let's start with you. A traveling replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall is coming to the Keenan Center.
It is.
How special is that to have that in our backyard in Western New York?
It is remarkable. It is such an honor to be able to do this and bring this to the Western New York community on August 27th through the 30th. And it gives people an opportunity. They could be there at 8 o'clock in the morning on August 27th when it arrives, help set it up, If you know somebody whose name is on that wall, you can carry the panel and put it in place.
Yeah,
it is
a
just
beautiful
incredibly
tribute and a symbol to honor those who have served as well.
Indeed.
They're very active. Our local chapter of the Vietnam Vets of America, Chapter 268, they're very active. They've been active in the entire exhibit too, and they will be there. And it's just so important to everybody in our community. Yeah.
And having it for a couple of days, make sure it ensures that people will have a few chances to see it and really be able to honor that.
24 hours a day.
Yeah.
I mean, we will have actually people there all the time, around the clock. We'd prefer that 10 to 6, but it's there if people really need some private time. And 80 names on that wall are from Niagara County alone. I mean, that is a staggering number of young men.
So what do we hope that people take away from this?
Sacrifice.
And also to just acknowledge the sacrifice and acknowledge those that survived and are still living, sometimes with survivor's guilt, PTSD certainly, other physical effects from being in Vietnam. I mean, there's a lot to be thankful for. And also our main theme for our exhibit has been welcome home to these vets, and it's meant a lot.
And I also think we talk a little bit about younger generations, having the younger generations learn from these names, learn from these stories. Why is it so important to get this in the hands and the eyes of kids?
It has been remarkable to watch veterans come with their grandchildren to go through the exhibit in the house, 9 rooms filled with memorabilia, and to place a pin in a map to show them exactly where in Vietnam they served and tell them those stories. It's just very special.
That is my favorite piece in the entire exhibit. It's just so poignant, and I always try to run into the room to see somebody do it. It's because it is so meaningful, and we've had many people put pins in, so it's been great.
And this is not the only thing that is happening over at the Keenan Center. We have a lot going on. I know we were talking about the I Was There Unknown Stories of Vietnam, but we also have something going on this Saturday. Is that correct?
Yes. The 22nd at 2 o'clock. So those of your listeners who listen to Hank Nevins, our Western New York Broadcast Hall of Fame inductee, will be at the Taylor Theater at the Keenan Center at 2 o'clock to talk about his time as a DJ in Vietnam. So he was on Armed Forces Vietnam Network Radio and TV during that time. So he's going to tell his stories.
And anyone who's seen Robin Williams' movie Good Morning Vietnam will understand the import of the DJs in Vietnam, bringing music from home to the guys, serving.
Yeah, and just another important way to preserve and talk about the memories and hear these stories.
An unknown story of Western
Yes,
New York.
there you go.
So,
it is.
And we only have about 30 seconds left, but I do want to get this in. We also have the exhibit.
Yes.
Do you want to talk to us a little bit about that?
Sure. It goes until September 20th. It's open every single day. Weekends, it's just 2 to 4, and then during the week, it's 9 to 5. But Wednesday afternoons are for Vietnam vets only, private time.
And is there anything else that you think I missed?
just come and say welcome home and thank you to the veterans.
Absolutely.
Very powerful. Thank you so much, ladies, for joining us from West
Thank you.
Buffalo.
Thank
We
you.
appreciate it. Roswell Park is getting national recognition for being a great place to work. Forbes magazine has named the Buffalo Cancer Center to its list of America's best employers for women. Roswell Park was the only healthcare provider in Western New York to actually make that list. That list is based on surveys of more than 146,000 women. It also ranked as the top healthcare employer in New York and among the state's top 15 employers overall. The American Heart Association making a journey across Western New York last week, bearing the torch for this year's Heart Walk. Last week, the torch made a stop at Mercy Hospital. It is the last at Catholic Health Facility before the Heart Walk begins early next month. That will be here before we know it. The torch relay symbolizes the efforts to promote heart health one step at a time. It's a cause that is personal for former Hilbert and UB basketball coach Sal Buscaglia, who suffered a heart attack in 2019. The Buffalo Sports Hall of Famer says he wouldn't be alive if it wasn't for his doctors.
And then all of a sudden I'm driving home and I don't feel well. And I can't even tell you how I was feeling. Everything is total blank for me. You know, I'm only describing this because my wife and my children, you know, were there for me and everybody else that was there for me. But 100% blockage and the widowmaker, you're not supposed to be here. But once I got here, Mercy Hospital doctors took over and the nurses, and now I can see my grandchildren play their sports and enjoy my retirement years.
And the Heart Walk will be held Saturday, September 12th. The Buffalo Bills and the American Heart Association teaming up over the weekend to bring CPR awareness to the turf. During Saturday's preseason game against the Carolina Panthers, fans learning hands-on only CPR. The Heart Association also honoring 6 people with its Heart Saver Hero Award. A few months ago, they say a teenager collapsed in PE class at Williamsville South High School, and several staff members and students all worked together to call 911, perform chest compressions, and use an AED. Thanks in part to their quick action, the association says that teenager was breathing again when the ambulance arrived. Really important skills. Thanks so much for joining us for Most Buffalo. We'll see you back here live on Thursday. And you can always watch the latest Most Buffalo episodes, plus clips from the show right here over on the WGRZ app. Thanks so much again. Have a great day, everyone.